Hello and welcome to the Art, Fashion and Design Open Event webinar. I will be shortly be handing you over to the Head of Department, which is Victoria Colton, who will be delivering a short presentation on the course area. We will have a live Q&A session at the end of the presentation, so please type in any questions you have in the chat box. This webinar will be recorded and available to view on our website at a later date also. I'd now like to hand you over to Victoria Colton, who will be going through the presentation with you.
Hello and welcome to Art, Fashion and Design Virtual Open Event. We have award-winning facilities set across a wide open countryside based at our St Albans campus. Some of our facilities included within Art, Fashion and Design Centre include a 3D and ceramics room, photography suite, graphics and multimedia suites, printmaking studios, fashion and textile studios, and painting and drawing rooms. Some of our full-time courses range from level 1 to level 3. So we have a level 1 in art, design and media, a level 2 in art, design and media. We then have level 3 specialist courses, so level 3 fashion, level 3 graphic communication, level 3 photography, level 3 multimedia design and animation. We have a level 3 general art and design course, and we also have a level 3 foundation course. These are just some of the tutors that you'll be working with, some of whom you'll be able to meet today that will teach you across all of our different courses. So what qualification is right for you? So depending on what GCSE results you get would depend on what level you're able to apply for. We'll then do a practical assessment to ensure you are on the right level for your practical ability. So for example, to get onto a level 3 art and design course, you would need to have 4 GCSEs at grade 4 or a C or above in English and maths, and it's preferable that there is an art-based GCSE as well. We will then assess you practically in the first few weeks of the course to ensure that you are on the right programme. So your study programme is what you're going to enrol on. Your study programme includes your main qualifications, your level 3 art and design course, for example. Some of you will have to do maths and English if you didn't get a grade 4. So some of you will be retaking GCSE or a functional skills qualification. You will then take part in work experience. So a student completes between 20 to 40 hours over the year of work experience. And then you'll have personal development skills, things like healthy lifestyles and staying safe online. That will be part of your weekly timetable. So some about your learning lessons. So your study programme, what I've just previously discussed, is classed as a full-time course. You'll need to be engaged in learning for 5 days a week. So 2.5 to 3 days a week, you'll be in college with a tutor. The rest of this time will be independent and directed study. You will have assessments throughout the year. So art and design courses are project based. So you'll be working on projects throughout the year, building up for your final major project from March to the end of the academic year. For those of GCSE or functional skills, you will have mock assessments to support you to prepare you for your exam. Your lessons will be a variety. So you'll have tutor-led presentations. Some of you will have practical sessions, and then there'll be group and individual activities within those. Our virtual learning environment, we use Canvas. So your tutors will upload the resources from the lesson each week. There'll also be activities. There'll also be ways to assess you, and some of you will be submitting your work on Canvas. We have a brand new college app. So the Oaklands app is available for students, parents and teachers to download. So just go into the App Store and then type in Oaklands College, you'll be able to install the app. So what support do you have whilst you're here at college? So all students will have a personal tutor that you will see on a weekly basis. There'll be regular monitoring of progress and performance via Pro Portal, which I'll come on to in a second. We have student advisors who provide welfare support and advice. There'll be financial support for those who need it, and we have regular contact with parents and carers. So a bit about work experience. So we have a dedicated employability mentor as part of the careers advice team who helps students achieve valuable and relevant work experience. All students will be expected to complete work experience. Some projects throughout art and design will be working with employers, which will enable you to get some of your work experience hours. So a bit about our employer engagement and student successes. So within our department, we create a professional environment because we are working with employers on our projects. This ensures that students will be fully equipped to enter the professional industry or higher education. As a result, 98% of our students progressed on to a positive destination last year. These are just some of the examples of previous employees that we've worked with, some of whom we'll be working with over this coming year, but we will have new employers moving forward. So 6 steps to start in Oaklands College. So first of all, you'll need to apply for a course, which can be done through our website. Our admissions team will then review your application. So you'll be sent an email, so please do check your emails for our offer. You'll then receive your grade results from school. We then have our enrolment, which is around the end of August, first week of September, so you'll be contacted closer to the time, and then you'll be starting your course in September. So we now have Q&A, so I'm going to hand over to marketing, who hopefully have got our live chat with some questions.
Thank you, Victoria. So if anyone does have some questions, if you could just enter them into the live chat and we'll answer them for you. So we do have one here for, I think Jeremy could answer this one. What specialist pathways are there for foundation and art and design? Oh, sorry, Jeremy, you're muted at the moment.
Here we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, so specialist pathways for foundation students. So students can study graphic design, they can study fine arts, three-dimensional design, fashion textiles, and within those they'll have general studies as well. For example, I work with students on art history, and they produce some essay work for that.
Okay, lovely, thank you. We have got a question here that's come through. I live in Luton, so how can I get here? Is anyone able to answer that one?
Sorry. Oh, go on, Tim. Are you answering?
Yeah, coming from Luton, most students who come in from Luton have to get the train to St Albans. The buses can be quite difficult because of the traffic between Harpenden. So we have several students that come in from Leagrave, Stopsley, and they have to get a bus into town in Luton, then they get the train over to St Albans City, and then they get a bus from there to the college.
Perfect, thank you very much. I've got another question here. Can I come here to become an architect?
Yeah, I'll hand it over to Tim.
We can. Architect, you need to have, for a career in that, you really need to have maths and things like physics as well. It depends on what sort of architecture you're interested in. But the foundation and the general art and design course would give you 3D design and 3D construction, which could help towards your university application.
Okay, thank you very much, Tim. So I've got another question here. As a GCSE student at the moment, do I need a portfolio to apply for the level 3 fashion?
Yes, so as part of your offer letter, it would state in there that all of our art and design courses you'd need to demonstrate and bring an portfolio in. So if you did want to do fashion, for example, your portfolio, we would expect to see fashion, textiles, illustrations around fashion and textiles.
Thank you very much, Victoria. Okay, I've got another question here. When is the deadline for applications?
So we take applications all the way through to mid-September, end of September really, but it is better for you to apply a lot sooner, so we can then send out the summer project for you and then get you onto the right course to make sure you've got a place.
Thank you very much. I've just got a different question here. Someone's asked, trying to use the live chat button on the main Oakland site, but it's not working. Just to let you know, if you accept all cookies, it's on the bottom left-hand side corner of the screen. That should allow you to enter in your question on there. Okay, next question. Can you take more than one course?
No, so each course that we run is classed as a full-time course. So as I've said in my presentation, that you will be expected to engage and learn over the 5 days. So 2.5 to 3 of those you'll be in college. The rest of the time there will be a lot of research outside the classroom studies that you'll be expected to do, so you wouldn't be able to do 2 courses.
Okay, thank you, Victoria. Another question here. Are all your courses available at the St Albans campus?
Yes, we're all based at St Albans.
Okay. What can I do after my art and design qualification?
Shall that over to Tim or Karen?
Yeah, okay, I'll answer that one. The vast majority of our level 3 and foundation students generally go on to university courses. We do have some that go on to get apprenticeships. It's a little bit more difficult at that sort of just 18 years age level, but I have had some students last year who went on to do things like social media apprenticeships and graphic design apprenticeships. So there are some out there, but I would say the majority make an application to university for degree level study.
Thank you very much, Karen. So I've got another question here. I am not a school leaver, but I want to do level 3 here at Oaklands. I have a level 2 qualification already. Would that be possible?
Yep, so apply would obviously look at your application and then look at your portfolio to then work out what level would be the right thing for you.
Okay, thank you. What is a level 3 qualification equivalent to?
Level 3 qualifications, if you do the first year, is equivalent to about 1.5 A levels. If you progress and complete the second year, it'll be equivalent to 3 A levels.
Okay, thank you. Do you have to take an art GCSE to take level 3 fashion?
No, you don't, but it is preferable that you would take an art GCSE, or if you if you aren't taking art GCSE, we would expect to see that you are working at a level 3 standard within your portfolio.
Okay, lovely, thank you. We've got a question here from Luke. Where would I do my work experience for animation, and would I get extra support for my autism?
So in terms of support for your autism, yes, we have ILS tutors that base in terms of your individual requirements. You'd get support either individually or outside the classroom and with the tutor. I want to pass over to the team. So Phil, Hummer or Gemma, if you can pick up about the animation work experience in terms of the projects we're working on.
Hi, so the kind of work experience that we offer is always quite a little bit different. I mean, one year we did work experience with like comic books and graphic novels. We do actually have regular live briefs for animation. They're all very different from one another, but I mean, every year that I've been here, we've always had a live brief for animation. And I mean, all the students always put it down in their personal statement as a very valuable learning experience. So we always want to make sure that we give you that opportunity.
Thank you very much. So I've got a next question here. What sort of portfolio do I need to apply for foundation art and design, and when does it need to be done by?
Karen, shall that over to you?
Yes, okay. We just look to see evidence. Good drawing skills is always something that we like to see, and then after that, just a range of techniques really. Obviously within your A-level art or your level 3 that you're currently studying on, you would have probably tried lots of different techniques. So if we could see some painting, possibly some 3D work, but just general evidence of your interest in and your ability at art and design.
Lovely, thank you. So I've got another question here. What's the difference between general and specialised course?
Tim, shall I hand that over to you?
Oh, I can answer. You're right, Tim.
We'll probably both answer that. The generalised course, so the level 3 art and design, we specialise in different areas. So in the first year you do a bit of everything really, and then as you go into the second year you specialise in a particular area. Whereas if you was to pick a specialist course in graphics, for example, you would just be studying graphics for the 2 years. So if you've got a clear idea of what you want to do, it would be better for you to do that specialist course. But if you're still a bit undecided, but you definitely know you want to do something creative, then the general art and design course gives you that extra year to really think about what area you want to specialise in.
Lovely, thank you. So I've got another question here. Can you take a level 2 art course with another level?
No, so every course, whether it's level 1, level 2 or level 3, is classed as a full-time course, so you wouldn't be able to take 2 at the same time.
Okay, thank you. Would the level 3 fashion course be a good qualification to get into university?
Yes, is Litsa here? I was wondering if pass over to Litsa.
We haven't got Litsa here.
Is she not? Oh, okay, technical problems. So in terms of if you want to do the level 3 fashion and then go on to university, we have real high success rates of students that study fashion. They stay with us for 2 years. So they do fashion and textiles, and then they go on to university. So they do quite a few live briefs. They build their portfolio to demonstrate a wide range of skills, and then they can go to university. Yes.
Lovely, thank you. So got another question here. So someone said, I am moving house in the new year. Can I apply now and tell you my new address once I move, or will that damage my application? So should I wait until I have moved house?
No, please do apply, and we can change your address at any time. You can just give us a call and we can update the system.
Lovely, thank you. So we've got one here. Do you need to show a photography portfolio to apply to the level 3 photography course?
Shall I answer that one?
Yes, please, Jeremy.
So, yes, students need to show they've got some ability in visually expressing ideas and thinking photographically, as it were. So any photographic work that you've done, that may be through your school studies, or it may be a personal portfolio you put together. That will help us to gauge whether or not you'd be ready for the right level. If that's not the case, then there are other courses that we can consider you for. But yes, it would be beneficial if you've got a portfolio of work that we can have a look through.
Lovely, thank you. Someone has said, is level 3 equivalent to 3 A levels?
Yes, if you do 2 years.
Lovely, thank you. What's the cost for level 3 course?
So if you are a school leaver and you haven't done level 3 before, it's free. You don't need to pay anything. Some students then that potentially have already done a level 3 or a little bit older, there may be costs involved, and we'll be able to support with that. That'll be on an individual basis.
Okay, lovely, thank you. Someone has asked, is there information online about the type of work you would expect to see in the fashion portfolio you require for the application? They've said, I've done an art portfolio, but have not studied textiles at GCSE.
Yeah, so if you look online, you'll be able to see we've put videos from different tutors. There's things from students, some of the work that we do, so that will be able to support you with that. But if you did want to do level 3, bring your portfolio in and we would be able to look at it. And if we felt that you needed to do a level 2 first to develop your textile skills, then that's something we would be able to offer. Then you could progress on to level 3, or it may be that we look at your portfolio and we feel that you would be you'd be okay to work at level 3, we'd allow you on the level 3 fashion course.
Thank you. So another question here, do you have any work experience or industry connections in relation to costume design if I study level 3 fashion?
Yep, so we work with loads of different employers, obviously specific to the industry. So for example, we've worked with Florence and Fred from for Tesco's. The students were able to go on site for work experience. We do live briefs, so employees at the minute are obviously delivering the brief through Teams, doing a virtual event as opposed to coming on site, and then the students are then working on that brief around costume design. So last year, students had to create a uniform, for example, for a particular company. So we kind of work throughout the year on different briefs with employers.
Lovely, thank you. So just 2 more questions I think we've got left here. So what sort of theory work is there for the fashion and textiles course? Is it similar to GCSE where it's all different parts of DT as well?
No, so for fashion and textiles, you only focus on fashion and textiles. So, for example, you'll be given an artist or a few artists to research that will then inform your practical sessions. So you need to evidence that in your sketchbooks, because that then will inform your practical sessions when you come to class. So it's really important when the tutors give you some directed study around the research, that you do that and then you bring that to class to enable you then to move on with your practicals.
Thank you, Victoria. So I've just got one here. What careers can you do with the fashion course?
So most of our students go on to university. We've had a student that's opened up her own clothing for children business, so she designs and makes her own clothes, well, sells the clothes for the students. That's in St Albans. Some students, it depends in terms of what area you'd like to go in. So some of our students want to maybe go down a bit more of the textiles route and go into a bit more of an interior design, so more interested in terms of cushion design, kimonos they design and create, those sorts of things. So it would depend, and we can tailor it because it's more project based. We can tailor it for where you want to go and what sort of things you're interested in. We can tailor the projects and your portfolios to support that.
Lovely, thank you very much. I'm just going to do 2 more questions. If anyone's questions weren't answered in today's webinar, then do feel free to contact us on the contact details on our website, and we'll be able to answer them for you. So I've got here, what grades do I need to get to be able to do the art animation course?
So you need to have 4 GCSEs at grade 4 or above, or a C, and it's got English, maths and an art-based qualification, so GCSE in art.
Lovely, thank you. And someone has said they've missed the beginning of the live. What do you study within graphic communications?
I'll hand that over to Phil or Huma.
Right, so within graphic design or graphic communication, we look at software that you would, we give you projects and then you'd learn software through that. So we'd be looking at editorial design, logo design, like manipulation in Photoshop. We do product design as well, advertising. So we do a lot of live briefs and competitions where you get to create advertising campaigns. So yeah, it's quite diverse, and you get to kind of try a little bit of everything, so that way you know what you would like to specialize in over the 2 years.
Lovely, thank you. And just one more, if I have already done a level 3 course, am I able to do a graphic design course for free if I'm 18?
It would depend. So you need to speak to our student advice team, be able to advise you in terms of financial options.
Lovely, thank you very much. So I think that's all the questions we have for now. If you, as I said before, if you do have any further questions after the webinar has ended, please get in touch with us via the contact details on our website, and we'll be able to answer them for you. We hope you found this webinar helpful, and thank you very much for listening. If you'd like to join another webinar or find out about our other subject areas, please return to our virtual open day page, either using the same link or going via our website to join them. Thank you very much, and we hope you enjoyed.